I'm going to discuss our action plan to make America great again. We're going to discuss. Although we did have a lot of fun fighting Hillary, didn't we?
He just couldn't resist. President-elect Donald Trump poking a little fun there at Hillary during his thank you tour. He was there in Ohio last night. But that little jab, I got to tell you, it was nothing compared to the showdown that you saw between the two campaigns at a post-election event at Harvard. Watch it.
You guys won. That's clear. You won the Electoral College. That's the currency.
That was the fight, right?
Let's also be honest. Don't act as if you have some popular mandate for your message. And, Tony, we'll talk about the wrong track number again like you and I just did. The fact of the matter is that more Americans voted for Hillary Clinton than Donald Trump.
Hey, guys, we won. You don't have to respond.
Okay,
I mean, seriously,
no.
Hold on. Why is there no mandate? You've lost 60 congressional seats since President Obama got there. He was a better candidate. That's how he won.
Let's have a debate. Well,
no, actually, let's not.
Actually, 2.5 million more Americans thought she was a better candidate.
We're going to keep talking about the... Wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If you want to go back to the wrong track number...
No, I don't. I just want to go back to the 270 or the 306 that we won, because that's how you win the presidency, and we did it.
Okay, I want to share one more sound clip with you from that, because this is the killer here. Jennifer Palmieri. Okay, do we have that clip? Can we play that for the viewer? Let's watch. Listen.
I would rather lose than win the way you guys did.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes. Yes.
That's very clear today. No, you wouldn't, respectfully. Do you think I ran a campaign where white supremacists had a platform? You going to look me in the face and tell me that?
It did. Kellyanne
really?
did.
And that's how you lost?
I did.
Do you think you could have just had a decent message for the white working class voters? Do you think this woman who has nothing in common with
anybody... I'm not saying that's why you won, but that's kind of campaign that was
flipped it over 200. How about it's Hillary Clinton? She doesn't connect with people. How about they have nothing in common with her?
Yeah, you know, the reality is no one on her campaign wants to admit that they actually had a bad candidate and that she didn't do the legwork she needed to do. She needed to be out there in the Rust Belt communicating with blue-collar Democrats who were up against it and risking losing their jobs. I'm here with American Majority CEO Ned Ryan and Neil Sroka from Democracy for America. Good to have both you guys here. You know, Neil, I got to say, you folks, and because you're one of them here, you still keep blaming all these outside factors. Will you personally start to think about sort of the direction of the party at any point and realize that you can't be in the state of denial where you're blaming everyone but Clinton herself?
Listen, I think it would be wrong-headed, and I think it was wrong for the Clinton campaign to go up there and say there wasn't a problem with the candidate. There was a reason why I supported a different candidate during the primary. But let's be clear, there were a lot of other outside factors, too, not the least of which was Donald Trump's campaign's willingness to play footsie with this alt-right and the white supremacists behind it. That was really concerning.
All right, so now you sound just
really
like Jennifer Palmieri and the rest of them there at Harvard last night. I mean, I just think at some point you got to say to yourself, hey, we didn't show any interest in the economic well-being of those people in the Rust Belt, and they voted accordingly.
Well, here are a couple things. First of all, excuses are the refuge of weak minds. Let's confront what actually took place. And the Democrat Party, which I am now calling the Coastal Regional Party, seems to have learned nothing. By re-electing Pelosi as leader of the House, they're thinking about Keith Ellison to run the DNC. They don't seem to understand that the identity politics, which have been one of their main strategies over the last however many years, is trumped, pun intended, by pocketbook politics.
Right. Economy #1 issue. Always is.
Exactly.
Always will be.
And so what Trump was able to do is really appeal to the American worker. It's not by chance that 6 to 8 million union workers who voted once or twice for Obama ended up voting for Trump. Yeah. And so I think Democrats are going to have to take a very honest look and hard look at who are they. Identity politics is not going to work for them moving forward. But they are going back to what they've been doing over the last however many years by electing Pelosi and saying we're going to double down on this.
Well, I guess it's good for you.
It's not a recipe for success.
Republicans because, you know, it gives you more of an opportunity. Go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, let's be really clear here. We lost in a handful of states by a handful of votes, about 80,000 votes across 3 states. Yet we won the popular vote by 2.5 million.
Popular vote in the Coke gets you the presidency.
Where are you going with this, Neil?
Are you saying
you want to change the Electoral College? I mean, I want to know where you're
Well, yeah, I think we should. But I have learned something over the last 8 years, and I learned it from Mitch McConnell. And I think the way that Democrats need to respond to President Trump is the same way that Republicans responded to Barack Obama, by fighting him every every step of the way and doing as much as we can to halt what Donald Trump is going to do.
I'm glad to hear you're really interested in the well-being of Americans there, because, you know, if you actually want to start to help people.
Were you interested in the well-being of Americans during the 8 years of the Obama administration, where Republicans tried to stop everything he tried to do?
Yeah, you know what? Because we thought Obamacare was devastating to the American people, and I think that's great when Mike Pence is saying it's going to be the first thing they do coming out of the gates.
And I think Donald Trump's bigoted, hate-filled agenda is going to be bad for Americans,
too. And here's the deal. The thing that Trump has also done, before he's even president, he's fighting for the American worker. Carrier situation, Ford. He is actually fighting for the American workers, and I think that's an amazing thing.
Giveaway.
Wait till he gets into the White House. He's got a majority in the Senate. He's got a majority in the House.
With the 1% that's going to do the work of the 1%.
I'm just going to tell you, look, I'm a business reporter. I spent the last 8 years hearing from CEO after CEO after CEO, both sides of the aisle, Neil, and every single one of them told me that they could not plan for the future because of Obama's economic policies. And now those same people, again, on both sides of the aisle, feel like they have some certainty. Lower taxes, less regulation, that is what is good for the economy. It's